My cat is bothering me.
Oh.
There we go. My mouse is back. Okay, I'm good.
All right. So whenever you guys are ready, I'm good to go.
All set to go.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm all right.
Here.
All right. Well, welcome to Curse of Strahd once again. Last week was an important fight. You took down the Witch of the Woods, the woman with a walking house, a decrepit corpse of a being who likes to kill things. Babalaska herself and her two sisters. As hags are needed to do their magic in threes. And there was three of them with a decoy. You guys were able to fight through it. You took some hard hits and one casualty, but that casualty could just come back. So it sucks, but it's not that huge of a deal. Afterwards, you guys returned the gems of power to the winery, talking to Devlin, who asked you to do this in the first place. Babalaska was torturing him and just psychologically messing him up with scarecrows because he's a were-raven. You got the wine going again. The people of Barovia will be happy, at least for that part, because that means good wine will be flowing once through the taverns. After the fight, you guys decide to head to Wallachia. Back to the main town where a lot of your allies are at. Wallachia is shielded with the bones of a saint that you were able to get help to consecrate the graveyard and protect the town itself. While there, you also shifted the powers to the Watcher family, Fiona and Nikolai Watcher, who didn't dig too much of what they were doing. And you were like, okay, yeah, she has an imp, but so does one of our guys. So she generally did not pay them much heed, and besides giving them complete power of the town. You also rescued a bunch of pirates recently, not too long ago, from the werewolves. The pirates have not been seen since, but we'll address that once you get into town. Is there anything you want to do before you head to the inn where your allies are at?
I would quickly kind of separate from the group, saying that I've got some small business to attend to. I should be back shortly. And then Ziggy's going to go off to the Watchers, and he's going to go ask them something.
Okay. I mean, everyone's at the tavern. If you want to talk to the Watchers, you can meet them all there at the Blue Wine Inn? Blue Water Inn.
Then yeah, I'll just go with the group then. If the Watchers are also there at the tavern.
Okay, you guys arrive with your horse and buggy, minus the oil. You have, I think, 2 donkeys and a couple of horses.
My donkeys.
Yep. Those donkeys are going to make it to the end of the game.
I probably won't, but they sure as hell will.
Just after the final battle, it's just 2 donkeys in the background.
Hey, and some oil. I got their oil.
yeah, a couple things of oil. Yep. As you approach, you see it to be busy. You are walking in with your shield guardian, the newly resurrected, now dark elf, if I'm not mistaken. You ride on his shoulders. This thing's a big, massive being, and you could just hang on it, Iron Giant style. In front of it, there is a large saber-toothed tiger, pacing and eventually flopping onto the ground. It seems to recognize Ziggy It gives a kind of, not quite a purr, much larger than that, but just a big cat scruff. You guys enter the tavern, and you see quite a bit of people there. There's the Markov family, who own the tavern, and they're known to be were ravens. Was gleamed that in a little stealing little venture he tried to go on, and realized that there's children there, and he was like, yeah, I'm not going to steal from kids. Also, the Watcher family, Nikolai and Fiona Watcher, the new burgomeisters of town, and Fiona Watcher, their daughter. They used to have 2 sons. They did not anymore. They were burned alive. The daughter, if you remember, believed she was a cat, and Ziggy cured her and actually spent some time with her, building a rapport and a nice relationship in the bleakness of Barovia. Also there is Rictavio, the old monster hunter, who you guys went on a little adventure and burned an entire campsite. Minus the women, but minus the children. You burned a lot of them alive or killed them straight out. You got the feeling Rictavio was enjoying that far more than a should have. And finally, you see the Mad Mage there with Honorbell. Honorbell was the little girl you pushed out to sea right before you burned her campsite down. You saved her life, but you put her in a boat and kicked her off into a lake and ran away.
She had rations.
She did have rations of water. You were humane enough in that. Later on, you met the Mad
And she's
Mage.
still alive.
Yes. You met the Mad Mage in the wreckage of Sunny's ship, and he is kind of cuckoo bananas. You were able to tell that him and the little girl were able to build a rapport between each other. A sort of the girl's the brains of the operation, while the Mad Mage is a bazooka of a man. Arriving at the inn, it is surrounded by ravens. There is a high concentration of ravens on the roof and on the windowsills and just around. One person you do not see is Esmeralda, Octavio's assistant.
I don't remember who that is.
So-
Can I have more information?
She was she had the caravan that was booby
Oh,
trapped.
yeah, we stole stuff, gave it back. Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Robbed her of literally everything she owned.
And gave it back through Rictavio, not to her.
She shouldn't have just left it lying around. What do you want from us?
It was
Her
trapped
shot
and
of
locked.
electricity at us.
But it was still
It
outside.
was trapped, locked, booby trapped.
Yeah.
Lying around. I hear you.
All the more enticing.
By the way, could have
Alright,
left
so you-
lying around if it was in the tower.
Yeah. So, as I said, you guys approach and see that scene. Everyone kind of stops talking and looks at you as you enter. It seems like you're an important figure in this town. What do you do?
Question.
Anyone here go with speeches? Because that's like not me.
And I forgot one other person, Rena, who was the target of Strahd, and you guys protected and escorted her to the city. Forgot about
Are the pirates aren't there though?
You do not see the pirates there. You do know that if anyone who would know something about pirates could be the Mad Mage, because he was camped out at the old ship. The pirates said they were going to try to get their ship going again.
Oh. So then I guess Sunny would go up to the Mad Mage and just be like, "Ahoy, old timer! Have you seen Mikuru anywhere?"
What? Who are you? I'm not old! You're old! I can see the ebbs of time, and I can see your age in front of me. And you see the little girl, just calm down, Mordecai. He's like, okay. And she looks at you. She's tired. She doesn't really like you guys, but she likes you more than Strahd. Put it that way. She looks. Your pirate friends kicked us out.
Yeah.
They what now?
They wanted access to the ship. Mordecai didn't technically need it, so I convinced him to allow the pirates' crew to take the ship. They said they're going to get it flying again.
Oh. I mean, the ship did seem to be in pretty bad repair, but they're trying to fix it, you say? The Star Skipper? You think she'll fly again?
Of course it'll fly, the Mad Mage says. I am the master of Arcana! I can make anything fly! And then he looks at a cup and tries to make it levitate, and it is not levitating.
Does code.
Nope, it does nothing. He just stares at a cup for a few seconds. And then he
Hmm.
looks at you. See?
Great
Whatever
job.
you say there, old timer. Yeah, right. Whatever you say. Well, Annabelle,
Yes.
you seem to be you seem to have had quite the pirate journey yourself on your way here. You help them fix out the ship. I'm sure Mikuru could teach you a bit about how a real boat operates.
Well, okay. The mage wasn't able to explain this. He has a spell where he can repair things and fabricate and just make the whole thing faster. We did that. That's been done. The boat is in a boat shape right now. We don't. The pirates are doing other things. They said they wanted to arm it. They wanted to, get it looking nice for their captain. They said. In my opinion, I'm 8, so yeah, it looks like a boat, like the one you tossed me for the sea monster to potentially kill me in.
Oh, stop that. You're hurting me heart now. The Star Skipper looks a lot more beautiful than that hunk of wood that we sent you out on. I mean,
Yes, that's part of that statement to focus on.
That was perfect. Yeah, that's great. No notes.
I'm
Oh,
sure
yeah,
Doobie Scoo could get her flying. He's a bit of a mage himself. He worked on the Arcane engine.
Oh, Mr. Do! He's the one who helped to fix the chair that will enable lift for the ship.
Right, that's me first mate, Doobie Scoo. He also makes these delicious snacks. Those Doobie snacks. Oh, I could go for one right now, to be honest.
We had a doobie snack. She reaches in and she's like, I think this is the last one. It's like a little bone shape, of course, and it says doobie snacks.
Sonny's like, give me that. He just snatches it from her hand and pops it in his mouth.
They're literally stealing candy from a
Literally
baby.
taking candy from a baby type of thing.
I just give the child a gold.
Thank you. Thank you. That's appreciated. She puts it in her bag. She has a little bag on her side. You do not need monetary compensation, for I am the Mad Mage, creator of the mansions! He's been doing better. We've been working on it. He has exercises. His mind's coming back.
Good to
feel
hear.
We systematically ignore him every time he has his little tantrum and just pretend like he's not having a tantrum.
That's a healthy way to do it, yeah.
I do want to say something. Who are you talking about?
What?
You're clearly alone here.
Oh.
No.
You can roll deception.
All right.
No, we're not gaslighting him. No.
Not rookies. Not trying to, at least.
We're not, but he is.
12. I do know what's real beside me. And he moves his left hand and it touches the table, and he moves his right hand and it touches the girl's head. It's like, see, there's a little girl here, and pats her on the head, and she just,
I'm
yes,
completely
I'm
ignoring-
here. I'm real.
Who are you talking to, little girl?
She stares at you completely nonplussed. She is very looks at you like Daria kind of
I'm
look.
trying
Just
trying to make Mordecai think he's not real.
oh, you're trying to make Mordecai question his own reality. You're like, don't listen. You can worry about yourself. You're not looking too hot there, Druk. You're.
Yeah.
I think you're shedding.
No, I'm kind of dying, I think.
That's good to hear. She says,
Well, yes,
He said
it is.
not knowing what else to tell you.
I kind of.
Hmm?
No, you do.
No. I was just gonna ask what you're gonna do next. So you have a bit. Go ahead.
If we can see most of the people, I just kind of not super loudly, but loudly enough, and say, "Is anyone here not attacking Strahd with us?"
No, we're all pro anti-Strahd here. We're all with you on taking down Strahd. Everyone agrees and nods.
Cool. Just checking. And then I start writing things down.
Okay.
Mhm.
So we don't need to treat you all like that former burgomaster then. Understood. Only two
Victarvio,
only two people in this room would understand what I meant by that.
he's like, Sud, you aren't looking so healthy anymore. Please tell me you didn't make any deals or pledges to any beings.
And I did.
Well, that's not good. I
And
am a monster hunter.
so am I.
I do not want to have to hunt you.
You won't need to.
Becoming one of them.
I'll be gone before then.
I will hunt you down if I need to. I will kill you if I must.
Well, then I'll make sure
Deal
you
with
don't
Strahd
have to.
first.
Yeah,
Agreed.
more about Strahd than anyone else, really.
I wouldn't say I'm becoming a monster. I'm just.
Wow.
For what needs to be done.
Well,
I think we're not lying to
technically-
people. Yeah.
This is Druk's own personal opinion on that matter. This is how he's justifying it to
Fair.
himself. He's not turning into a
It's not
monster.
lying if you're lying
Yeah.
to yourself.
I look you straight in the face. You're becoming a monster.
Who's the one that said you can make deals with dark gods and falling up?
Oh, no,
was
no,
it?
no, no, no. I am not judging, nor do I really care. I'm letting you know.
Aren't you a monster hunter too, McIntyre?
No.
He was a
I'm actually.
librarian.
Yeah, I'm just a librarian.
Yeah, he supplied the information about that shit.
Wait a minute, you're just a librarian?
You didn't know
I have no
that?
idea how the fuck I got here.
Technically,
you-
yes, he is only a librarian.
No wonder you're so confused about everything.
I don't understand how I got here. Like, I was just doing books and reading shit, and all of a sudden my soul's been sold to like 9 people. But whatever, man.
I didn't even know that. I thought you were some kind of monster hunter too.
No, he's a librarian who read the wrong book.
He's actually just some guy who showed up.
Exactly.
Yeah, he was just in the library at the wrong time.
Is that Pete
That's-
Davidson there?
Oh my
That's
god.
why him being a coward is so funny, because it actually would make sense for him to be hiding behind things and healing and shooting things. He has no sword experience, barely.
Hmm.
I probably have been in like less than a handful worth of fights ever before this.
Most of those fights would involve throwing books at people.
Yeah.
More than
It's like a petty
And there's
disagreement.
a bunch of money
flopping
being
around.
taken.
Yeah.
And when you show up here, the first thing you do is kill souls of children.
I mean, I'm not against murder. I'm just saying, all I'm trying to do is not be cursed anymore. I don't really care how I do it. I never said I was good. I just said I was a librarian, and now,
Hmm.
And now you have the death of an old man on your hands.
Well, I mean, really,
Just an old man.
He he entered the wrong door. I don't really know what
Oh yeah, that
When you were knocking
situation where you blew up the door in one hit.
Okay, but now that I think about it, you're not really that stealthy for a librarian. I feel like you should be good at that.
That's only because people are too focused on things.
He can turn invisible. That's pretty stealthy.
I know. I've learned that since being here.
He never said he was a good librarian.
Oh yeah, I've never. I have. My dex is not. My stealth is not good. Well, it's fine. I have a +1, thanks to Jack of all trades. And again,
Oh,
that's
it was-
to be stealthier since getting here.
It's an improvement at least.
Well, Victavio walks away from Druk shaking his head, basically saying that after Strahd, he may come after you next.
I just
Get in
tapped
line.
Gets in
Victoria
line.
and
Gets
say-
in line.
Yeah, that's what Sonny say.
I tap Victavio and say, "Well, you won't have to come after me this time."
Who are you? I see your eyes. They seem familiar, but I do not recognize you.
Oh, we've had many conversations out back.
The damper? He is
Well,
legitimately confused.
I just opened my mouth and showed my not anymore.
Well, it's good to see at least one's rejecting the monster's curse.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
seems
That's because of a curse.
I just say to them, he's the only one who's done anything to anyone. He's definitely the one who has done it.
Make a deception
Actually,
check.
Please roll a
Make a deception check.
1 second.
Holy shit.
I'm gonna-
deception.
17.
17, yeah. I mean, everyone's kind of, yeah. The only one who looks visibly changed would be Druk. He's undergoing the Lich transformation.
Well, and
So
the one that's
he's-
literally a different body.
Yeah.
We're
I
about the
mean,
same height and same
with
body build.
Bod, they don't know what happened. They don't know body, but okay.
I'm just black now. It's fine.
Okay.
I was a white
Well-
elf-ish looking person, and now I'm a black elf-ish looking person.
It could be just the
Fine.
dampier
I mean, you're not-
coming out of you and turn your skin its natural color.
Yes, let's
Fair
go with
enough.
that.
yeah.
That's what I see.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you ever, Ritario puts his hand on his shoulder, if you ever wish to travel with me, he turns and looks at Druk. If to hunt monsters, you're welcome to. Whenever you wish, my son.
Sure.
You
I'll
can
consider
suck
it in
my
the
dick,
future.
old man.
First, we must take down Strahd and destroy him proper. Who's with me? And he bangs his mug on the table.
Yay.
yeah.
I make the shield guarding outside slam its foot.
Causes an earthquake.
Yeah.
Markov, one of the were-ravens, approaches and says, "We have Sinner scouts to look over the castle. He doesn't pay attention to the birds. And we've seen some troubling news." And Victavio steps up. Yes. My apprentice, Esmeralda, went in to investigate herself. She is an expert at stealth, and she went in to see if she can find a weakness. She did send word that there's a back entrance that could be achieved if someone has the capability of flight. But it leads to a dark and foreboding crypt. One where Strahd keeps his very parents, and I doubt he keeps the area untrapped and unsecured. Furthermore, there is a small, let's call it an army, the castle grounds itself. Various skeletons, zombies, and other beings seem to be patrolling in a form of formation. We do not think a head-on collision would be advisable in any form. Yes, these creatures are easy to fight, but they can be overwhelming over time.
I was saying the plan. I start doing like a rah-rah speech where I'm like, some of you will die. And I just go into that whole spiel like,
But it's a sacrifice I am willing to make.
Yeah, these are sacrifices I am willing to make. Some of
So-
you, maybe even all of you, will die. But I'm saying this with like, a 22 charisma.
Make a
You're giving
persuasion
your
check.
Erwin speech. I got it.
I'm imagining
do
that McIntyre's
Can I
just
do
like,
intimidation? Because I'm trying to just like
Yeah, I'll give you intimidation.
the fear of us and Strahd.
Oh, that's a good range there. The 21, yes. Everyone seems to you guys more than Strahd at this moment. You guys seem to have a lot of power behind you. You took down Babalowska. So to everyone else, you guys in theory could take down Strahd. They will follow you to hell for that.
I just keep rephrasing that phrase because some of you will die. People aren't even having that conversation anymore, and I still bring it up.
So Octavio continues, like he's like, yes. As McIntyre gallantly says, this is not an easy endeavor. Some of us may actually die. Or
as he says may, I'm like, because some of you will die.
Well, I say may because there's other things that could be worse than death, and there's undeath. So just say you
some
will
of you
die.
will have horrible things happen to you.
There we go. That's much better. Thank you.
They're going to commit various war crimes.
Yes.
No.
I'm going to commit all of the war crimes.
I'll be wanted in every country.
I know the reference, but I will say these are undead, so war crimes off the table. Kind of hard to commit war crimes when they're already dead.
Pain.
And I'm pretty sure what we did with the entangle spell and then torching it at the abbey was probably considered a war crime.
I mean, we could do it
That's
again.
definitely a war crime, but they weren't undead. They were feathered from dead parts. Bit of a difference, but yes, that
Still
was a war crime.
Speaking
But
of
they
which,
felt
we could do it
pain.
again.
They screamed the entire time. It was horrific for them. Many of them died and long.
It's only a war crime if you get caught.
Or if
Yeah,
it's considered a
I
war
will
crime in
commit
that country.
all of the war crimes.
So yeah, Octavio continues. He's like, we have enough resources to have a small scale battle. I believe I can get my own undead and a few golems attacking. The Mad Mage can also provide aerial combat. We have word that we have allies with an airship that may help us. Isn't that right? And he looks at Sunny.
That's right. We are going to get the Scar Skipper back in the skies again, and we'll take her to the castle.
Star or Scar Skipper?
Is Star Skipper.
Just checking.
Nice, the Scar Skipper.
Big fan. Sorry. You do.
There's the scars on it.
Badass name. Star Skipper sounds like an 80s rock band. Either way is a correct answer in my book.
Either one sounds cool. Yeah, I was just making sure I heard it right.
I mean, we navigate with the stars. That's how we guide ourselves.
Fair enough. That makes sense.
But you could say
So
things
Victoria
like, "You wanna
goes-
see how I got these scars with the other one."
Victorio continues. He says, "We have allies already in the castle, ready to cause a little mischief when needed. But we need the heroes." He looks at you guys to actually fight Strahd. From my understanding, you are prophesized to do so.
Oh, heroes are we? I thought that was a monster.
Both can be true.
Including you. He glares at
Mutually
Scooter.
exclusive.
He continues, "I have information from a reputable Visanti source."
Mhm.
Which Visanti source?
I was gonna say, yeah, there more to that sentence because it can go a few different ways.
Yes. 1 second, I must retrieve her from the barn. And he goes to the barn. And like everyone's like kind of confused and muttering. And he comes back and he has a bound and gagged old woman that everyone would recognize as Madam Ava.
Madam
woman who-
Ava.
Brought you here with the tarot card reading. She is bound, she is gagged, her hands look damaged. And yeah, it's one of those like cloth gags that's like completely around her mouth. And she looks injured.
I think
Oh,
at this point, seeing Madame Ava, Druk will look at her, and every emotion he's repressed since being here will boil up, and he will stomp up to her and try to stab her in the leg. And basically scream,
Okay, wait.
"You fucking bitch!"
I'd reach over and stop him.
Sunny's also gonna use his reaction because he can do that when Sunny gets in range to just
If y'all try to stop me,
make
I'll let y'all. It's just that he's pissed right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
I would actually stop you.
It looks like all guitar. He doesn't care. He can...
Sorry. How many times?
I'm not gonna hold him back. It's just
how
gonna be
many
like a
times
hand
is-
on the shoulder, and he'll just be like, "Not the time. Not the time."
Okay. He's like, I spent some time encouraging her to tell me the truth, and she has. And she looks beat up. She looks bloodied. She looks like an old woman who's been tortured for the past maybe several days.
Hmm.
And I can confidently say I've killed all the Vasanti within this domain currently, besides one.
Kind of just look at him or look at her. Blink if you can understand me.
She does, with
Okay,
tears
you
in
can-
her eyes.
Do you have any more of those cards that lead to stuff?
She shakes her head.
No,
You
she's
able to
useless.
get us home?
She looks down, sorrowful, like with sorrow, and she shakes her head.
Are we going to be
I'll just
able
say-
to go home?
She looks like she's like thinking about it, and she softly nods.
Who
Just try
are
to tell
you?
you to summon us.
Let me explain. She is not in a position to talk, but lucky for me, I've gotten some information from her. I found out she is Strahd's sister. She brought you here for Strahd to hunt something. You are toys for a madman.
Well, so
Oh, I knew that already.
That's the least surprising thing I've been told this month.
I kind of have something to tell you all about that.
Don't tell me you knew the entire time.
I did, and I may have challenged Strahd to a hunt.
That's probably the second least surprising thing I've heard this month.
Before or after we got here?
At the dinner.
Okay, yeah,
honestly,
that
I'm
tracks.
not surprised, but yeah, that tracks.
Was this a revelation? I'm sorry. Is there more to that sentence?
The least surprising character revelation ever.
I guess there's more to it. I think he knew we were going to steal the sword.
I don't think you knew that. Because I didn't know that when I was walking past it.
I'll say I'm pretty sure we told him.
I'm pretty sure we told him we're gonna kill him. I don't think we specifically said we're gonna steal a sword.
No, I didn't say shit about the sword.
He could have easily stopped us now that I think about it. Why didn't he?
Why would I?
Anarchy.
Make the hunt more fun.
That's fair.
Oh, yeah.
Tavio looks at you. He's like, Strahd is a near impossible to kill being. Even if you defeat him, we do not have a means to end him. Every time he dies, he has a way of escaping and coming back eventually.
I point to the sword.
We have
That
very,
sword?
Oh, I also point to Wherever McIntyre is and his necklace. They should do
Oh
it.
no, Mage has it.
Oh.
Ziggy currently has the necklace and he's wearing it on full display.
Yeah, I just point to those two things. They should do it.
I couldn't attune to it.
You do not quite understand. You can kill Strahd. You can kill him with the Sun Sword. But you cannot put him down with a Sun Sword. There is a missing component we do not have. Not only she does not know it. That is why I sent Esmeralda in to find out this last component.
So, in essence, he's a lich with extra steps.
Yeah, something like that. Yes. The vampire, the pure vampire, typically have a way to get to their coffin and hide. Wait a couple of decades and then come back up and raise hell once again.
Coffin, then.
Okay, where's the coffin?
We destroy
I'm
every
assuming
coffin
the
in the
people you
castle.
sent went to find it.
Exactly.
Bedroom, perhaps.
The problem is I have not heard from them in a couple of days. I fear the worst for them at the moment. We do have an entrance into his crypt. We do not know where the coffin is, how he can get to it, if he's in danger, or even how to destroy the coffin itself. Once again, there is a full army surrounding the castle, ready to kill anyone who approaches.
Tell me more about this army.
There are various undead, zombies, ghosts, skeletons. Anyone who's died in the area is working for Strahd. Not to mention,
no match for the living.
You say that now, but they outnumber you 1,000 to 1. Easy.
Miku and I have faced worse odds than that before.
You could very well try a head-on collision with your crew. I do not expect.
Some of you will definitely have horrible things happen to you. Bring
I mean, we can just have the ship bombard them from above.
Okay. What weapons and armaments does the Star Skipper have to do that?
That's the captain, not me.
Yeah, everyone's like looking at Sunny.
Well,
I would say mechanically within the game system, a ship like that would be considered a hammer. And in theory, they would have catapults, trebuchets, and cannons, usually ship.
What God said over there, that's the right specification.
that wall over there that's talking, yep.
Yeah.
Are you hearing things again?
That's typically Mad Mages. I hear him. It's God's talk. Yes, your ship could do significant damage, but you don't know how long or if there's any flying elements that the reconnaissance is aware of.
Right.
Strahd pulls out an undead trebuchet.
No, he doesn't need an undead trebuchet. That's silly talk. He made.
Just convince one dragon to kill the other.
That'd be fun.
With just kind of everyone around, I basically just kind of say out loud and about, is there something people think we should add to this army? I say, kind of.
Octavia says, oh, wait, go on.
I just pull out my map and pull. Okay, so here's a castle. There's the catacombs. How high up was the entrance to the catacombs?
The catacombs is on the side of the cliff of the castle.
So very high up?
Yes. Let me bring up the map you guys have, your characters would have, which is the large city, area map. There we go. So you guys approached previously from the main gate at the castle. which was like a moat situation, and the castle is raised up on a platform. The entrance to the catacombs would be on the other side from the ground, and can only be achieved by a flying creature, a flying being, something with flight.
It can't be climbed?
It can be climbed, that's 50 feet. So, yes, it's doable, but don't miss. If you want climbing mechanics, if you can get someone to drop a rope, everything would be with advantage. If you have access to climbing harness or gear, you would also get advantage that way. But it would be an athletics check. 5 checks every 10 feet. You fall, you take damage.
I have feather fall if you fall.
That helps.
I clarify if you fall. And that could apply to any of you. So when he put the map on the table, did one kind of, we'll say, volunteer information related to other things that could help?
Octavio says, this temple here, the Silver Dragon, long ago was said to stand up to Strahd and fight him. Legend says that Strahd has access to a powerful weapon because of that temple. We've never been there. Esmeralda tried, but it was too dangerous for her, she says.
Have you ever heard of the Honk Legion?
Oh no.
The Honk Legion?
Interesting. Okay,
Circles
I'll
go
take it
back
as a
to
no. I
hell.
just gotta move on. Hey, they might. Does anyone have information about this temple, this dragon, anything here that may aid us, other than there could be stuff there?
Well, as I said, this is where a group of paladins stood up to Strahd eons ago. Strahd struck them down and destroyed their temple. But there is a power still there. The Order of the Silver Dragons is said to still hold a flame there, a power that even Strahd is fearful of.
Then maybe go there first. Got it.
I feel like I would just start. I'd be like, getting ready to head that way.
Do you? Oh, you're leaving now.
I'm just moving on.
Kind of looks surprised that you guys are packing the wagon now.
Well, I'm packing the wagon. I assume they're still talking. I walked off and I'm just like, got my answer, and I just leave.
He's a straightforward one, eh?
I don't take no for an answer, motherfuckers.
He's open to make another deal.
It looks like we're going to go to that temple, the Silver Dragon, and find out some more help. Maybe.
All right.
I feel like
Is
Sonny
there
would
anyone-
also want to go back to this ship, just like to meet up with his crew before the final
we
battle.
could take your. I hope I hear that before I leave. We could take your ship to this temple. That's a great idea.
It's shorter to walk to the temple than to walk to the ship and then to the temple. They're in like
Okay,
two
then.
opposite directions.
So
That's
then,
fine.
yeah, maybe
Go get
afterwards
that
you can
ship.
go back to the ship.
You want to go to the ship first.
Yeah, it seems like a way better idea.
Yeah, because then we don't have to go to the
Okay.
ship
You can't-
later.
Yeah, we don't
Over
have to
the
do this
table,
later.
Sunny's idea is definitely just to take whoever wants to come, go smash through the front doors of or castle and just barge in, or that could be a diversion or the plan, but that's definitely his idea.
Mine's similar. My plan is to crash your ship into the back entrance of Schwartz Castle.
But he's the type to go through the front door. He's got that like Luffy in him, where he just like wants that fight, like a grand pirate glory fight.
Mm,
I think two of y'all want a grand glory fight. But
More than two.
You also have the last card, which has stated that your fated confrontation would be at the balcony of Strahd's castle.
Crash the
Do we
ship
know
into
if
the
that's on the
balcony.
front or back side?
The
Or
front side.
Got
It's the kind of balcony where courtyard could see him. Like he say some fascist things all he wants, and nobody can reach him.
Yeah.
So basically, it's actually just that one scene from Shrek with Lord Farquaad.
Exactly. That's a great example. That.
Yeah, Sunny would want to go up the front, but that could be a diversion for you to sneak in through the back because you can climb really fast because you're still a monk, right?
Oh yeah. Would I know if it's big enough for a ship to crash through it?
It is not.
Okay, so it'll be trapped there.
I mean, it could crash into it. There's no guarantee the ship will survive. The
That's
castle's
another
made of
thing.
stone. The ship would be wood that's magically infused. So
Fine.
The crew on board can't be.
How many times can you repair the Star Skipper until it's no longer the Star Skipper?
Until the main hull breaks.
Good point.
Let's get you a new ship.
Obviously it'd be an emotional thing for Sunny, but I think he's in that like just battle rage mode where he just he took the L against Strahd and he doesn't want to take the L again. He'll put
I feel
everything
like
into it.
Negotiating.
He'll put
with
his
you-
life on the line. He was already ready to go down with the ship, and this could be his way to actually kind of do that.
I was going to say, negotiating with you kind of, we'll say, best of both worlds. You, your crew, go through the front door, right? If you want to lead the distraction and say, we pretend that we're all on the ship, that we crash into the...
Very
No.
well.
I just walk out and go tell them. Yeah, he's gonna help us.
That's all. That's all you gotta
Yeah.
tell him.
If you want to go talk to him, he has a nice house. It's kind of nice. I'm tired though. I just think
McIntyre, the rigging set up for the ropes to move it. It's still going to take some people and doing to get there. To make this an interesting situation, I'm going to ask everyone for at least. By that, I mean someone like Sunny is going to have to make a persuasion check, or I will allow water vehicles if you have that proficiency. Other people can make a athletics check to help pull the ship, acrobatics check would have helped get the rigging going, arcana check to keep the engine running, that sort of thing.
well, I'll go with acrobatics because I'm good at that.
Oh, buddy. That acrobatics I just rolled.
Can I use medicine to basically tell people to put their backs into it?
Can you use what?
Use medicine to make sure no one sprains their back trying to work themselves on
Yeah,
the
yeah. You could be telling about proper stretching techniques before everyone pulls it. Okay, yeah. Ziggy does a pull all right, guys, 10 minutes. Let's stretch.
Alright, guys, remember, use your knees, not your back.
There's a yoga class every morning.
There's a whole bunch of pirates doing stretching exercises, and he's specifically they're all looking at their knees while they bend with them.
Sir, Tommy Two Legs only has. He doesn't have knees. So what are we supposed to do with him?
You're being discriminated against people without legs. You see a stump of a man shaking his fist in the air. He has one hand. He does. The other hand is missing from a completely unrelated situation. But he does have one hand he could shake at you.
Do some wall push-ups. That could be a good way to stretch.
And he angrily is doing wall push-ups. 1, 2. That one arm is jacked. It is. It is strong. Tommy Two Legs, guy with one arm and no legs, and somehow a pirate.
He's walking on rapier points.
And he has an eye patch, of course.
Every ship needs a mascot.
He's the
my
mast.
God.
You just attach him to the front.
Yeah, instead of a beautiful woman, we have him.
He's our navigator. He only has one eye now, but it's more than enough.
He lost his eye because of pink eye. Nothing pirate related. It was at a brothel.
Just like some ass. I'm with him.
So after spending considerable time and effort with a boat, you can moor it at Lake Zervich, at the docks of the lake. You're capable of getting it to that point. Now it's a matter of convincing Valakians to have.
Meister place and just like knock on the door. The boat is broken. It needs mast.
You're
Hey.
walking to a random house, or
Burgermeister in. Well, the Burgermeister's there if we rule the town.
I mean, Fiona. There's the old Burgermeister house was burned down. The new Burgermeister house would be the Watcher house.
Yeah, I go to the watchers and basically say, the ship is working, it floats, it needs rigging. Considerably wealthy, now the owners of this town. Enforce slave labor if you have to, fix the rigging. As fast as possible.
Nikolai's like, yes, I will command the troops, and they shall march forward and protect and re-rig the ship. We have the capability. We once were a fishing town.
And once this is all done, you probably can be as well. Again.
I must inform the mass and tell them to rally on my sword. And he walks to the center of the town and he gives an passionate paladin speech about community and help build the ship. So that's going to cut that issue down. Next time you guys see them, they're going to have a working ship.
I solved the issue, guys. We're
Good.
going to the temple of the wild blah blah dragon.
The silver dragon,
I think so. I can't remember. My character doesn't remember that.
So is everyone
just-
ready to move?
So I just
yes,
kind of
go on.
look at the rest of the people. Sure, it's my idea, but I'm not really sure why we're going.
Finding
just
more
told
owls.
there might be stuff there, but it's very vague, and no one seems to like. It could just be a waste of time. Like there
What's up
used to be
to you?
this, there used to be that. It might be beneficial just to get the ship going and head to Strahd. Honestly,
I will point out that there's not much you can do to help the ship now. Now all the manpower is taken care of. There isn't any additional things you can do to increase the speed.
So, how long
But
do
what
we think it'll
about
take us?
Sorry, go ahead.
It'll probably take us less than an hour to get to this temple, right?
Yes, absolutely. Oh, about 2 hours or so. It's around the corner. It's not too far. And it's
Oh.
during the day. You won't have any trouble traveling.
So total 4 hours there and back. It's going to take about a day for the ship to be fully finished, right?
Yep.
So we have 20 hours to kill. That sounds like fine.
What's
Good
that?
enough.
Mm-hmm.
Is that mad mage still accessible through the door, or is the door gone?
You see the Mad Mage at the inn again. He is drinking at a table with Annabelle. She is not drinking. She has what looks to be juice. But he is telling some story about some weird town called Neverwinter. Yeah, you've never heard of it.
I definitely.
With the crew here and say, I guess above the table, the last time I don't know if it was the last time, but one of the times we were with him, he cast a time stop. So I was wondering, speed up time or like accelerate the building. If you can cast a field around the ship where we can like work quicker or something.
Time stop only works at most 5 rounds, which is 6 seconds per round.
About
So that's
30 seconds.
30 seconds. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't necessarily mean
No,
that
he said-
specific.
yeah,
though. I just thought if he
he
has
said, does he
time
have any
magic,
other
maybe
time
he has
magic?
other. Yeah, maybe he could just do. If he could do that, maybe there's other things he can do. But
He doesn't really have.
have.
He doesn't have any of the magic like that. He does have fabricate and mending, which essentially allow them to get to the ship to a solid ship piece. As someone who's dealt with rope and rigging before, putting the rope through the pulleys and pulling that up, that just takes time. Not much you could do about it. You just need someone to run hundreds of feet of rope through pulleys for a couple hours.
That's fair. Valid.
I've done stuff on a sailing ship before. It is time consuming to re-rig an entire ship.
Probably
It's just it's. I mean, yeah, you could convince him to help, but he seems less there than when he was in his own home.
Yeah, he'll probably mess it up. Honestly, we're good without him.
Okay. Is there anything else you wish to do before you leave Wallachia, then?
No, I think we're all good.
Okay.
I'd say we'll be back in 24 hours. If not, we're dead. Find new heroes.
Find new heroes.
Well,
That's the funniest thing I've ever heard. We're not back. Find better heroes. I don't know why that cracks me up so much.
I'll just like turn back to my crew and I'll say, yeah, we'll be back in 24 hours. If I'm not back, yeah, you listen to Kelly, but you know I didn't have to tell you that.
Aye, Captain. Kelly is a fine captain one day, and she will surely sail in your absence if, an unlikely event, you die, Captain. We have her back. Aye!
I ain't dying yet. I just said if I'm not back by tomorrow. What are you talking about?
Well, from our perspective, you've already died, Captain. You fell from the sky and landed. We thought
And
you'd
here
been
I
dead
stand
before.
today. Death can have me
Okay.
when it earns me.
You'll only die by Davy Jones's hands.
Or potentially straws, but hopefully not.
All right. So, traveling to the temple, high above the river valley, just quite prominently above which looms a mansion. Its turrets capped with fairy tale cones, its towers lined with sculpted battlements. A third of the structure has collapsed. Dark octagonal towers rise above the surrounding architecture. Out of the fog comes distant peal of thunder, quickly accompanied by the howls of wolves in the woods below. But the house stands silent, seeming like a fossilized remains of some long dead, smote upon the mountainside. All right, let me get the map viewable, because the fog of war. Oh, I already got some of it viewable. Good. Down south. You put your tokens on the courtyard. Perched atop a 10-foot by 10-foot cube of granite is a moss-covered statue of a dragon, its wings tucked close into its bodies. The statue looks east towards the mountain, or towards the mansion. What do you guys do?
Is there anything weird looking about the dragon?
Make an investigation check if you want to investigate the dragon.
Is the door closed?
Let's see. Yes, it is. The door is closed.
That's an 18.
And
An
27.
18.
Oof.
Okay. The fog does make it hard to discern the details, but up close you could tell it's a silver dragon of noble bearing. Its spiny frill cracked and broken in many places. The statue is about 10 foot tall, but looks more imposing on the block. There's a form of magic to it. You're sure that it can be activated somehow, but you do not know what magic it is or what it's capable of. The entrance, it says flagstone steps flanked by stone railing climb the landing in front of a pair of tall wooden doors with rusted iron bands and knockers the size of small dragons. Carved into the door above the entrance is the word Agravolt. I'll type it out because I cannot pronounce this word. I could never pronounce this word. AgargyNvolt.
Oh gosh.
Argnavostal.
That's just not my.
Argnavostal.
That's not my incapability to say words. That's just a horrible word to try to say. Argavostal.
Argnavostal.
Sounds like you're talking backwards.
And with Foo's accent, it sounds like he's like a Beatles album going backwards. Argavostal.
Argnavostal. And that's not Foo.
Okay, yeah, is the door open? Because
It is closed.
So, who's knocking on the door?
I just walk.
Can I
up
just
and
like knock on the statue,
Yeah.
see if anything happens?
You hear a hollowness when you knock on the statue.
shoot it.
You approach the door.
I got it as
I'm gonna
as I
stay
get
back.
near the door. As he's knocking on the statue, we could just break the we could just break the statue and see what happens. It really can't get weirder.
It's hollow. I mean,
Eldritch Blast.
Oh god.
Both of
I
you
take a step back.
both of you make a dex saving throw.
But I was
When you-
taking a step back.
Whoever touches the stairs makes a dex saving
Okay.
throw.
Oh, I didn't touch
I am
the
so
stairs.
I'm so
I'm
glad
great
I
at
make
these.
the same mistake.
Damn it.
I didn't want to repeat the tower, so I stayed back a little bit.
McIntyre makes it. Mage does not. So Ziggy, you take 7 points of cold damage, and your feet are frozen into the ground.
Help.
Did we see where the cold damage came from?
It came from the statue. The eyes lit up with a shine of silver, its mouth open, and a blast of cold air.
Yeah, okay. Try and smash the statue.
Right, I Eldritch Blast the statue.
Oh yeah, he did Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, I get it.
That is a critical miss. It is a statue. It's not moving, so it would have no defense. Technically, it still hits. 8 points of damage hits the
never-
statue.
Nothing.
Oh, it did the statue. It doesn't do significant damage to it. It looks blasted a bit.
Smash, smash.
Hit it again.
Everybody get it.
So you're just gonna spend time all just hitting it and breaking it.
6 seconds, yeah.
I would
Yeah,
just
a
say
teammate.
I would just say
It's
let
an
the
evil
giant
creature.
men break it.
Absolutely. Between the Shield Guardian, McIntyre's magic, and Ziggy's magic, you could spend time just breaking it down. That's doable.
Yeah.
Where do you guys go next?
Well, does anything happen, or is it just
Nope. It smashes and breaks. You can make a Arcana check, McIntyre, since you are the magic guy.
they keep telling me?
You're able to tell that the magic has that one blast was the last of the magic it can muster out, and smashing it to pieces has rendered the statue inert. There is nothing danger about it now. Unless someone rebuilds it from scratch, it is not coming back to blast you anymore.
Can I pick
There
up
was
the
nothing
gems from its eyes?
You can. There are two like silver opals both worth about 100.
I'll toss one
Non-magical.
over to McIntyre, and I'll be like, "Nice shot."
Oh wait, did
You
you?
okay?
Sorry. It doesn't matter. You do.
I give you one of the opal things from the eyes, and here's your spoils.
I immediately hand it to whoever's closest to me.
You hand it, and you feel a slimy, dark hand grab it, and you hear, "Bloom thanks you."
Yeah, go. Hand it to Bagman. Bagman it is.
Well, with the creepy bagman out of the way, let's go. And Ziggy's going to knock on the front door.
The door now opens. As you knock onto it, it goes. As you open it, the wood and copper fittings are rusting and creaking and just moving with noises that indicates an old house.
Mm-hmm.
This room feels like a king's tomb. A grand staircase leads to stone balconies held aloft by stone pillars and arches. A tall, faded tapestry depicting a nobleman in silver armor hangs from iron rod above the staircase landing. 6 sets of double doors lead from the foyer. Along with walls displayed are marble pedestals, 3 alabaster busts of handsome men. A 4th bust at its pedestal has been knocked over. Their shattered remains strewn across the mosaic floor. 2 chandeliers of wrought iron hang from the ceiling like monstrous black spiders. Do you enter?
You leading the way. Where do you want to go?
Sure, I'll enter and ground floor first. Let's check this room up here.
As you enter, a great shadow with wings moves across the walls and disappears. You hear a soft, bestial hiss in the darkness.
That's not concerning at all.
Hmm.
Question on an unrelated note. Brian,
Yes?
are all forms of healing unavailable to me or just spells?
Spells.
I'm gonna chug all my healing potions right now. Because I am way too low for this shit.
Okay, you use all your healing potions you got.
Yeah, because I'm at 18 because I had to use my long rest for the fucking what's it called? The
The
ritual.
ritual, yep.
Okay, so I got 2
I mean,
greater
you
healing.
have.
What's up?
I will say your character has the attributes of a lich in terms of if you die and your phylactery is around, within a round you can come back.
I still think he's still a little skeptical about the powers. He will drink the potions.
Got it?
All right, greater healing was what, 4d4? And then regular healing was 2d4?
Yes. Correct.
So I'm going to roll 10d4 plus 12. Because that will... Actually, no. We're not in combat.
You see, yeah, I do max. I've always said that in the beginning. You could do max healing with potions. So you see Druk just start slamming down like a person on a hot day just drinking Gatorade. Just glug, 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 smash. Glug, 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 smash. So you're going to that room up north? Is that correct?
Yep.
Gotcha. Let me
I cast invisibility on me and Sunny.
copy
And
that.
let's see, 1 second. When you cast Ashley, me, Sunny, and Ziggy. Just because.
Smart.
Ooh.
Wood paneled den has been ransacked, its furnishings tossed about. A cold, dark hearth dominates the west wall between 2 narrow windows. Standing upright against the north wall is a sarcophagi made of black wood with a queen's effigy carved into the lid.
Mage.
He's invisible. How can we see him?
Okay. Something.
I think people, the person who casts invisibility could see the people he made invisible. Does that make sense? Like McIntyre would see Ziggy.
It just.
That's
Okay.
cool.
I think. I mean, there's nothing that says that's not allowed, and it makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I guess you could
I don't-
you could lower it in, like if he's using concentration on the spell, he can like sense where he's concentrating or like get a ping or something.
Yeah, something like that. So you know approximately. Now, they don't know where you are. They don't have that same information.
Mm-hmm.
So who's
Yeah.
going to enter in this definitely not trapped room?
Of the room and keep searching around so that we can see if there's anyone in here first.
Okay.
Very smart idea.
There's plenty of rooms to check out.
Well,
Where you can go next?
I'm gonna look at the south rooms next.
Okay, you go to the south. Make a nature or survival check, Ziggy.
Gotcha.
You're the one person who would be able to do this. Okay. You hear a very distinctive noise, several noises inside that room, even before you approach the door. Skittering. Not small insects, but a large amount of larger insects. Your best bet is some kind of giant spider or some kind of arachnid of that family.
As soon as Ziggy's walking up, he just stops dead in his tracks, holds his arm, looks behind him, and says, "And we're going upstairs. Nobody enter that room."
What is it there? I mean, there could be treasure in there. What did you hear?
A lot of skittering. My guess, insects.
There's
And it
insects in
didn't sound
every tomb and treasure.
Didn't sound like the small and harmless kind.
There's 1, 2, 3 other doors, and then upstairs. What was that you're gonna say? You think?
we can save it for later. It's fine.
I
You're going
do want to head
upstairs.
upstairs.
Gotcha. Let me reveal the upstairs area then. So it's going to be on the north end of the map. That's where the stairs lead, with hallways that seem to wrap around in a way. There is an opening. You can look straight down. Let's see. 2 stone balconies flank the main foyer. Blusters carved that resemble knights in shining armor support the elegantly carved stone railings. Weapons and shields festoon on the walls along each of the walkways, while alabaster busts of handsome men flank the hallways that lead north and south away from the foyer. At the west end of the balcony is an archway that leads to the spiral staircase.
I'm just gonna begin walking up and inspect the top room.
You see a hallway. There is a door opened. You do know that there's a door in this room as well.
Gotcha. Take a look at this room.
You open that door. The contents of this room are draped in cobwebs. Between the curtain windows and the stands a black marble hearth with sculpted mantelpiece, above which hangs a framed portrait of a handsome, well-dressed man with a wiry smile and thick mane of bristled-down hair. Opposite is the fireplace with a rotting mattress and wooden posts carved to resemble dragons. Across the double door stands a tall, its doors hanging open, revealing a dark and empty cavity. The only other piece of furniture is an overstuffed leather chair that faces the hearth.
place seems uninhabited. Our best bet's
You should-
probably fighting the spiders.
Anyone else want to investigate?
I would
Yeah, I'll
check-
take a look around.
Check this room. You all check that room. We're within screaming distance.
Awesome. Two beds against the opposite walls with tattered rug laying on the floor between them. Set into the far wall is a fireplace, black and with soot. A soft hiss. It comes from the hearth.
I'd like to investigate from a distance if I can.
You do not see anything from a distance. You would have to get closer to it. It sounds
All right.
it could be like gas escaping something. It's just this weird,
I don't mind looking up close.
almost sizzle.
17 get me.
And what was Ziggy you were flagging down there for? Oh, did someone ping down there, down on the archery, or maybe I'm.
I don't think so.
Druk, a smoky dragon-like creature comes crawling out of the hearth. It laughs at you, and DC 15. You are now blinded for the moment. You hear the creature laugh at you.
I think Druk would scream all
And- and shimmy up into the chimney. You get an attack of opportunity with disadvantage.
Understood. Will a 23 still hit it?
Yeah, roll damage.
All right. That'll be 5 piercing.
Yeah, that's fine. You hear from inside the hearth, like in the chimney part, screw you cunt! And it like skimmies up inside.
You shouldn't have blinded me, asshole. I think Druk will cut his hand on his blade after that. Just in case.
Okay.
Just to get it glowing.
You got it glowing. Anyone else? What do you do after you hear that? What do you want to do?
What we heard? What was going on?
You heard him cursing to something.
You
Yeah, I guess
good?
I'm gonna go check it out.
I can't
Yeah.
see shit.
We're coming. I'm coming.
It looks like as if someone just blew soot into his face, like right into his eyes, and this takes him like a second to like clear his eyes. His eyes are all red and puffy.
Dude, be careful when exploring fireplaces. Dust can come up at you.
There
Do we see this?
was
thing?
something
right
fucking
there?
weird in that fireplace. It spat the shit in my eyes. And it could
It
speak.
shimmied up into the chimney. It disappeared for the time being.
Are you sure you saw something there?
Yeah. I saw it,
Mhm.
then it spat shit in my eyes. It looked like a tiny.
Huh.
Look at
Should I go take a peek in this? chimney?
Yeah, you can investigate the hearth if you wish.
I look behind me to see if anyone's coming to help.
I can't see shit. I'm trying to walk away, clear my eyes out.
I'll take a step forward to give you guidance, then I'm walking back to the other side of the room.
You got this, buddy. Bye.
He's trying to act brave, sending just like inches forward the hearth with his sun's sword.
You see what looks to be handprints, small, 4-fingered handprints, and I guess footprints inside that disturb the soot. but you don't see anything anymore. It's dark inside, and you don't see to the full top.
What if I
Well, my
stick
sword's
the
emitting a
sword
bright
up the
light.
chimney? Yeah, my
Both of you just
sword is
sticking your
literally
swords
just
in there.
I
the
mean, I could just
sun,
put my
yeah.
sword right at the bottom of it, and it has 20 foot of bright light.
You see a smoky dragonite creature. If you shined a light on a black cat on a dark night, it just kind of stands there and looks at you, and you see the shine of its eyes, and then it shimmies up and out of the chimney outside.
Sunny will just be like, so sorry there, little guy. Are we in your home?
You fucking prick!
You do not hear
Like-
anything.
I'm just screaming at the chimney.
I will say the creature has ran away for the time being. You will have opportunity to fight it, but you cannot get to it at this moment.
Did I see it from where I am?
No, it's not only is it easily camouflaged with the soot, but only really drooks sell it before it's skimmied up inside the chimney. From your angle, you couldn't see it. They can because they're looking inside with their shining swords in there.
So, Druk got beaten by a fireplace?
It
Yep.
was kind of cute too, from what I was able to see.
Okay.
There's nothing else of the room of note. To the north, there's two towers and a hallway that connects the two of them, and there's plenty more to explore to the east.
So you guys want to head east or head downstairs and see what the spiders are doing?
Okay, look at this door.
You go to that door. Gotcha. From here, you could see this wooden balcony hangs over the mansion's chapel. An exquisite carved wooden throne rests at the west end of the two doors. Narrow archways lead to spiral staircase that go down. Hanging from the high ceiling is an iron chandelier with candles shaped like tiny silver dragons.
Oh, a nice, cute place.
Inside that little hallway you're in, you see there's a couple things those people see. The south alcove, you see a red velvet curtain hangs in front of an alcove in the southeast corner of this hall. It ripples ever so lightly. You see an identical curtain on the north. There and there. You would have passed it up on your way. There's also two doors in these strange triangular rooms. What do you guys do?
Dance party.
Hmm.
And it's not boop, 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 boop. Hey, I got every situation ready to go.
I guess I would open this door as we're walking by it here.
I
Pretty sure we're
just
just following
got
him
the
up the
stairs.
stairs.
Oh, we're going
Okay.
up the stairs.
Well. Okay, you're not gonna open the door.
We'll come back later, I guess.
The stairs go down.
Yeah, if he stops. We're gonna. Some of us are following him, and he stops to open a door.
So yes, you guys continue on into the stairs.
Nothing.
If you want to look at the alcoves, you can. I'll describe them. As you pass the alcoves, you see the one on the south. A black cloth covers something on top of a white marble pedestal. The north alcove is empty. One of the rooms looks like a bathroom, and the other one looks to be a storage room that it looks flooded, and you don't know how much weight could take in that room. So whomever is looking at the curtain, do you wish to remove the cloth and see what's beneath the cloth?
Who is that looking at? Is that Sunny?
I don't know. We are going down the stairs, and Sunny opened a door, so I don't know why we're doing what we're doing.
All right, Sonny, do you wish to? That's what you see. That's what's in those rooms. If you go down the stairs, you're going to lead into the chapel down below.
Okay. I'll follow the group. I don't want to just like split off from them now, so I will
Okay.
follow on the path they're going.
Always within
Cracked
shouting
wooden
distance.
pillars support a U-shaped balcony that overhangs the chapel. That's where you were. Narrow archways lead to spiral staircases in the door. The altar in front is carved with a raising sun bas relief. Tall arching windows with panels decorated the walls behind the altar. One of the windows is shattered, covering the chapel floor with shards of colorful glass. The other one depicts a man turning into a dragon. Through the fog, you see 3 armored figures standing below before the altar. It looks like they are praying. You can make anyone who wishes to.
May I make a stealth
It's
check
not
to
the
make sure they
Revenant,
don't
is it?
see me?
They are
I'll
not
make
the
a-
same. They're not the noose revenant you've met before. Ziggy, they do look like revenants, though. They just don't look like the ones you've seen. They're wearing what looks to be paladin, dragon-reliefed armor. They seem to be praying with reverence and respect to a holy being, a morning sun god.
Hmm. So, what's the plan, guys? Ziggy just whispers.
Like, probably attack. I guess that's why we're here.
Sure,
Uh,
that works.
Ziggy, you can make a religion check.
Gotcha.
21. You first know that that's the Morning Lord. That is the specific god that empowers the Sun Sword and the holy symbol of Ravenkind, the one around your neck. It seems like these beings are in reverence to the Morning Lord.
They're serving him.
Yes. They may not be servants of Strahd. Servants of Strahd wouldn't be worshipping a Morning Lord like this.
Ask him the question.
Did you relay this information to us?
Yeah.
I just kind of push the group forward. I will sell you my soul.
Is that what you say to them?
Yeah, of course.
They turn around. You are now visible, I assume?
No,
He's invisible.
they just hear a voice
He-
offering to sell their soul. Honestly,
Well, when they turn around, they see a shield guardian, a pirate, and a druid, don't they?
Well, they wouldn't see me yet. I'm still because I'm
still
invisible from.
invisible.
Unless you ended the concentration on all of us.
No.
Or
No.
Nope.
I'm not.
So just
I don't know.
Thruk and Ziggy and the shield guardian and Fod invisible.
Pod's
Mm,
visible.
I can't remember. too
Pod's
much about
visible.
it.
The shield guardian's visible. Thruk is visible, and that's it, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
They turn around. They see the shield guardian. They look surprised. They also turn around and they see Druk, and they look scared. and they draw their swords.
How do you feel about Strahd?
We serve the Morning Lord. What?
How do you feel
What?
about Strahd?
We hate him. We wish to destroy him with all the power the Morning Lord could muster. For we are the Knights of the Silver Order.
Then join us
That's what we're
in
here to do.
destroying Strahd.
You are the bombin.
I became this to destroy Strahd.
Make a persuasion check.
Raggy.
Oh.
They will attack if someone
Sunny-
can.
Sunny
Yes.
is gonna unappear from invisibility and say,
Mhm.
"You serve the Morning Lord, eh?" And then
Yes.
he will draw his son's sword, ignite it, and he'll say, "Well, my name is Sunny, Captain Sunny," and he'll just like display that sword.
Make a persuasion
In all
check
of its
with
glory.
advantage. So you yeah. You get a full advantage from this because you're wielding the sun sword. 25
Nice,
is
I
a
need to-
very good one. And they bow immediately once you ignite it. Their swords forward, and they just start praying, muttering almost, prayer about the sun sword has chosen one, yada yada yada.
Then he'll just say, "At ease, boys. Stand up."
They stand up, like, questioning, like, confused a bit, and they're like, we wish to destroy this foul beast! And he points at Tharuk. This is an abomination on the land!
Later.
Oh, later?
I'll be
They
destroyed.
look
This beast here is
confused.
one of our crew for now.
We'll be destroyed, Strahd, then I'll be on my way. Back home.
TBD.
Oh. Well,
Strahd's more important.
that is true. We wish to destroy Strahd with the very end of our existence if we muster. There is an issue, though. The beacon must be lit.
Then light.
And they look
Okay.
over.
What is this beacon you speak of?
The beacon. It's the light of this mansion. It holds the power of the silver dragon. And you hear the other two, silver dragon.
Okay, how do we light it?
It's right over there. He points through the cemetery into a mausoleum across the cemetery.
I kick this door open and just start walking.
Please, no more. They look kind of mad that you're damaging this place more and more. Like, no, all right.
I just shout at them. You can fix it once Strahd's dead.
I'll
There's a
just be
lot
like,
of repairs need be doing.
Morning Lord
Go
says
on
it's cool. Don't worry about it, guys. Morning Lord.
Morning Lord says it's cool.
Hmm.
That's pretty funny. Tucked behind the mansion is a fog-shrouded cemetery enclosed by a 7-foot-tall fence of wrought iron. In the northeast corner stands a mausoleum.
now. I just start walking over to it.
You suddenly feel like someone or something is watching you. Looking up, you spot a well-dressed man with thick mane of bristle-down hair observing you from a high tower window. He draws the curtain and disappears from view. Ziggy, you went in that bedroom, correct?
What's it?
Just looked.
I think I looked in.
Okay. That guy looks kind of like the guy in the portrait you saw. Same hair. Not a day over, like the same age. Like he looks the exact same.
Huh.
As I walk out of the cathedral area, I
Okay,
roll.
well,
Oh, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
no, you go.
The cathedral area, I'll yell back to the revenants. You have a pest problem in your chimneys. I'd get it checked out.
go to the chimney for that reason. We don't need a hearth. We're undead.
And pests still cause structural damage.
Alright, so as you go through the cemetery, you do notice that several of the graves are missing corpses. Old dirt looks to be recently exhumed.
Mm-hmm. That's normal in this area.
Tarnished silver-plated gargoyles shaped like dragons cling to the stone-tiled roof of this mausoleum. An 8-foot-tall, 4-foot-wide white marble door set against the north wall with engraved name Agervost.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we're in the right place. I look at the door. Can I push it open or pull it open? Is that
Make
handle?
a strength check, DC 15.
I shall have to should Guardian help me with this because he's good at pushing. $23.
Hey, you push it through. The interior of the mausoleum is dark and dusty. You see 4 empty alcoves of raised floors. Etched into the far wall is a verse written in Draconic. Does anyone read Draconic?
I do.
Pretty sure I sold my soul for that one too.
Here lies the bones and treasure of Agervos, Lord of Agervos, founder of the Order of the Silver Dragons.
Oh, that's why I lied. I don't. It's Abyssal and Infernal.
I thought it was
as-
draconic in a past life.
In the revenants approach and say, "For the beacon to be lit, we must have the skull."
Can I pull up the skull I retrieved
just turn
from
around
the
and look at
temple? Is this it? The gilded skull?
No, it's a dragon skull. It's a skull of a dragon.
Be more
Big gun,
specific next
I'm
time.
guessing.
Yes. We've had adventurers try to bring it here before, but every time they get here, Strahd kills them before they can make it to the mausoleum. Last we heard, the skull is in his temple and in his castle. And he commands a powerful entity through the skull. If we can bring it here, we command Agravost. And he can surely destroy Strahd.
Hmm.
So we go kill Strahd, currently take the skull back here to kill Strahd.
Or sneak into Strahd, steal the skull, sneak out.
Either works.
Or full on attack on Strahd, and if he uses the skull, we just wrestle it from his stupid bony hands and take it for ourselves.
That works. That's
Yeah.
probably a lot easier.
And make a perception check.
Sorry, who?
Everyone can make a perception check.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
Oops, that's the wrong check. Sorry, this is the right one.
McIntyre and Sunny.
Yeah, 19.
Both of you, McIntyre hears it first, Sunny hears it then. You hear, it sounds like a roar in the skies. Sunny, you recognize it as, you swear you've heard this creature before. It is a dark, guttural roll. There's something, McIntyre, that gets you that it doesn't sound like one creature. It sounds like 2 of the same creature roaring simultaneously.
I just say creature up and point up.
What do I recognize?
say
it to
anything.
be?
Some kind of beast, large leviathan of some sort, just a guttural ancient draconic roar coming from a distance, not here at the moment, but nearby.
Would I understand it?
I guess then he would start shivering.
Make a history check with advantage because of your past. There's an opportunity for someone to have told you. 12. You've heard rumors of Strahd keeping a good aligned dragon past its expiration date. Somehow binding its body or its soul to his command.
Okay. Seems like we've got to go find a skull to bring back the dragon. Silver, goodness. Really hard-ass name to say.
The revenants, like they look at you like they're waiting for you to do something. They do. Excuse me. Wielder of the Sun Sword, sir.
That's Captain Sunny to you.
Yes, Captain Sunsword. So you're here to
I do
fix...
shrug and say that's kind of a cooler name. I'm going to be honest with you.
Captain Sunsword.
Captain Sunsword.
They're like, you are going to fix our halls, right? That's why you're here. You're sent to aid us. Right?
Of course. But after we talk about that after Strahd, of course. Strahd comes first. Don't you agree?
Well, sir. I mean, there's spiders in the hall, and I mean, there's the living fire. That thing's still around here somewhere.
We will rid your spiders. That shouldn't take too long, I guess.
But just
There's.
Can't you handle spiders?
They kind of look scared. I mean, they're spiders though.
I wonder how your god would see you now.
I just start walking.
Being scared of such a little
Wait! There's something else we should tell you, Mister. There's also the audience hall. Our old lord is still there. We believe he has been corrupted by evil, but if you wish a powerful sword, he has one.
Yep.
Nah, I like my poker.
Yeah.
I like my sword too.
I mean, I could use an upgrade. That would be nice.
You don't use swords.
Yeah.
But I could.
You have a wonderful baseball bat.
And a mace.
Would you like a sword, boys? That's what you're saying.
We have our own swords, and they all pull out silver lined swords with motif of dragons on there. Yeah, we all have our own weapons. We just think that maybe one of you would take the reins as our new leader, and take the sword our old leader once had.
It would be funny, but I'm
Surely
not
you
gonna
follow the sun sword.
You've already got a leader now, yes. Now, I was asking our boy Ziggy here if he wants a new sword, an upgrade.
I mean, I would like this sword. It could be useful to have a slightly better weapon.
It would be
But
funny.
druids don't use swords.
Huh?
Druids don't use swords.
Metal.
Ziggy just points to the full plate mail he's wearing.
He's the
Metal
cleric,
is
too.
natural material. Get the stereotype out of your head.
You're the only druid to use metal.
Well, he's a cleric too.
Don't know that.
The revenants are kind of talking between each other, and they're like, shh. They don't need to know about him yet. Just shh. And they seem to be shutting something. Like one of them's shutting the other two down while they wish to tell you something important.
What?
You know what they say about keeping secrets from your captain.
Versus secrets and
One more. No. One more thing, please. 1 second. Just there is the matter of Sir Godfrey on the 3rd floor. We didn't want to awaken him. He's very angry, but he was our leader, and if you can get him, he would gladly attack Strahd. He would be a force of reckon. He was a paladin. He's a good man. He's just kind of dead at the moment. But if you can get him, he will help you out.
Dead like you?
They kind of look at each other. Yeah.
He doesn't have to
That's
have a noose
kinda
around his
doable.
neck, does he?
No. You're talking about Hanging Billy. No. He's not Hanging Billy. We know Hanging Billy. He's a jerk.
And
Yeah,
who
yeah.
brought,
Tell him
brought
to
you
leave us
back?
alone.
Oh, he's a revenant. If he's going to hunt you down, he will hunt one of you down
Yeah, that
until
guy's a
you
dick.
destroy him.
Sorry, Fod.
Yeah. They all agree. Yeah, he's a dick. Yeah.
Who revived you? How did you come to be here?
Oh, the Morning Lord did. He wished to keep a contingency of knights to protect the holy power of this castle.
Right, I knew that, of course. So should we help Ziggy get a new sword now?
Well, the guy has a sword. You have to go get the sword. We don't have the sword on us.
It's up to you, Ziggy. Sword or spiders?
Sword first, and hopefully that'll make dealing with the spiders easier.
I'm done for that.
Sound good, everyone?
They just look at you and go, "You best use this fucking sword." I'm walking
Seems like
upstairs.
a waste of time.
To get to the 3rd floor, it's up on the. You go to the 2nd floor. You go to the spiral staircase at the end, and you take it up. There's also a broken hallway there that leads to the spider room. If you're curious.
We can drop down there later.
The 3rd floor. Is the fog on?
Nope.
No.
Okay, good. Yep. Y'all are going on from there.
From where, sorry?
From either side of the spiral staircase. You could be that side or the north side, your choice. There is debris in the way in between those sides. Let's see, you are there. The roof over this part of the mansion has collapsed, creating a 20-foot diameter gaping hole with broken rafters bisecting it. Dark storm clouds roll across the sky overhead. The floor is piled with rocks, broken tiles, and shattered beams and other debris. Beneath the rubble lies a sagging floor of puddles of rainwater.
I just very quietly and stealthily go through the corridors.
Okay, what about your shield guardian?
He's following behind me about 10 feet.
All right, he has no stealth, really, to speak of. He will walk through the debris.
I come up to here. Do I see anything?
You see the broken side. You see the the west wall of on the west side over here of this 50-foot long, 30-foot wide audience hall has crumbled, leaving a gaping hole and pile of rubble. Weapons and shields that once hung from the wall are on the floor. Succumbed to a throne carved with a dragon with unfolding wings face 3 windows to the west. Slumped on the throne is a gaunt, armored figure with one gauntlet wrapped around a hilt of a great sword.
Here's your sword.
Just
Ziggy.
look. I looked at Ziggy. I think that's your sword.
Seems so.
Go get it.
As you enter, you hear the voice coming from the man on the throne. Go away.
Hi, do you hate Strahd?
He grippens the tide on his greatsword. If you come to destroy me, know this. I perished defending this land from evil 4 centuries ago.
Open
And
up your
because of my
ears,
fall,
jackass.
We're here to get allies
I
and
am
weapons to
forever
defeat Strahd.
doomed. If you just find a new corpse to inhabit, I will hunt you down.
We're here to get weapons
You
to
cannot
defeat
free.
Strahd.
Yeah, no.
There is
I know
no
you don't-
monster I hate more than Strahd von Zorch.
Then
He
help
slew
us.
Agravos. He broke the life of a knight I love. He destroyed the valiant order that I've devoted my life to. But Strahd has already died once. He can't be allowed to die again. Instead, he must suffer eternally in a hell of his own creation, from which he can never escape. Whatever can be done to bring him misery and unrest, I will do. But I'll destroy anyone who tries to end his torment. Do not destroy Strahd. Let him simmer in his own hell.
He seems to be enjoying
Tell you
it.
what. We'll do that. We'll make sure Strahd suffers for eternity. That we're gonna need your sword, as some justice. Yeah.
I heard that
What?
Strahd got a new woman. She's in this castle right now. It would be a shame if a certain knight went and killed her.
I will not fall for your trickery,
Okay, then
you
give her
shadow
the sword.
elf.
Give her the sword.
I am to wait here until the beacon is called, until my name is spoken from the heavens.
You don't need
Is
to
anyone?
sword away.
Is
What's the
McIntyre still
sword?
invisible?
Yeah, I'm just chilling here.
Maybe if you called his name out, it was like it could be like you were calling it from the heavens.
What's his name?
Forgot.
Just that long ass name. It's a bit higher up on the sheet.
No, it's a different name. That's a dragon's name.
Okay, were we told his name?
Actually, the Revenants did say his name.
Yeah,
They
I
said
think they
Godfrey,
mentioned
I would
it.
but
say
not
his
the
name.
Yeah, Godfrey. Right.
he.
If it's only this sword convincing.
Reminded me of Elden Ring. Yeah.
Weary smile is on his face. You cannot fool me. That is but my first name. I challenge you, if you wish for my help, to relieve Strahd of his.
Like, I'll kill a guy. I don't give a shit.
Should I look around and be like, should I pull the Sun Sword card again?
I say just fucking stab him with it,
Right.
man. Honestly.
Pull the Sun
seems
Sword
to be-
card, and if it doesn't work, put the Sun Sword card inside of his stomach.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I mean, it's your sword you're going for, boy. I'll pull the Sun Sword though, and be like, actually, no, I won't pull it. I'll let Ziggy have this one. I'm like, your sword. Got you got this one.
Wait, so we're fighting him?
No, you're gonna show him the sword.
You're
Yeah.
welcome to use my sword if you don't want to.
Oh, wait, I'm pretty sure you're attuned to the sword, so it doesn't work if I do it.
You're just holding it to
Oh.
show it to him, and then see what he does. And if not, stab him with it. You can still
But
stab him with
technically,
the
it's
sword
just
better
a
if you're
hilt.
attuned.
You have to ignite it like a lightsaber.
Whatever. Just, sure, Ziggy will just hilt of the sword, and we'll just show it to him, and just say, look, we're here on a mission to kill you. You can help us, or you don't get your revenge on Strahd.
He still is like facing downward with the sword, He's like, I will help you. Go to the top of this building. The revenants, they have been spoken falsely about the true nature of the beacon. They think it has to do with the skull. That is not true. Men who are barely thinking. Go to the very top of this kingdom, of this castle. There you can light the beacon. Warn everyone that your attempt to attack Strahd is inevitable. And I will reward
I walked off
you.
a while ago to go and light the beacon. Just left like moments ago.
Just like turns around like a cartoon like puff of smoke where
McIntyre's a speedrunner at heart.
Yeah. You could take these towers to the roof, which is on the north end of the map. The spiral staircase there and there. There's other things to check out in this castle if you wish.
No, going to the top to light this tower, light this beacon.
You go to the top. You see, you go on the roof of the building. A parapet narrows in the width of 10 feet, ending with a sturdy wooden door that's set into the eastern tower. You see a large tower at the end of it. Do you enter it?
Yeah, insanity. I just assumed they're all still hearing a monologue down there while I walked off. Like, he's still, like, telling them the plan, telling them a story, and I'm just left, gone, you know.
Going up the stairs of this first landing, you'll end up on the second landing. You continue on?
Yeah, I just go up. That's just like I said.
Make a dex saving throw, DC 15.
I have a little imp help me.
Mm-hmm. So that was not without advantage, correct?
I just said I have a little imp help me.
He's gonna help you. All right. He warns you at the nick of time that the